Greetings and welcome to the December Full Moon Gathering. I'm Alexa Spatty, coming to you live in the Great Hall of Entheon, Sanctuary of Visionary Art. How are we feeling tonight? You doing good? All right, yeah. Okay. Very good. I reckon we're pretty activated. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We honor cosmic creativity, the spark that shapes worlds, awakens imagination, and reminds us that each of us is an artist of our own becoming. May this gathering illuminate the dance between inspiration, manifestation, dream, and creation, the visible and the yet to be. Whether you're here in person or tuning in online, thank you for adding your brilliance to this constellation of community and intention. To open our night, it is my honor to welcome the visionary artists who ignited this movement of art, spirit, and creative evolution. Please join me in giving the warmest welcome to CoSM founders, Alex Gray and Allyson Gray. Let's hear it! Go on, go on. We're so excited to be here. Thank you all so much for coming out on this cold night and to our 287th in a consecutive and unbroken chain of full moon ceremonies that we've been celebrating since January of 2003, but we'll talk more about that in a minute. I just wanted to thank you all for being here because I know what it takes to get out on a night like this and leave your pets behind and your kids behind and your whatever it is and go out on an evening. And we're so glad to spend it with you. And we're going to have a great time talking about cosmic creativity. But first, I wanted to ask you, why do we celebrate the full moon?
I think the greatest reason for us is because it's a sacred mirror.
There you go.
It's a mirror of a greater light. And so metaphorically or symbolically, most of us, I think unconsciously, see that shape up in the sky, the perfect circle, luminous. And Plato said that the sphere was the perfect shape because it's like a symbol of oneness. And so each of us have this, I think, spherical soul presence that we're conscious or unconscious of, but surrounds us, a sphere of light. Probably beats in our heart, every little pulse. And so that circle of light that surrounds us, whether it's the subtle light pulsing off of our heart, because that sends a pulse beat into space, they say 8 feet away from the body. So we're each pulsing our orb of electromagnetism unconsciously. And all of our cells are responding to the gravitational pull of the moon. And so, as water beings and as pulsing psychoplasmic conscious entities, we're in resonance with the cosmic orb in the sky that's been our friend since the beginning. you know, we know its name, and we have a personal connection with it. It's something you can stare at in the sky, too. You can't stare at the sun, you know, but you can see it reflected in the sacred mirror of the moon. And so, you know, all the great religions have used the hinge of the moon. You know, it changes, it transforms. How do you use that mythically? And, you know, in Egypt, they had the myth of Horus. And in a battle with his uncle Set, he lost his eye. And then Thoth had to come in and restore it, heal it. And so the sun is the eye of Horus, but the moon is also the eye of Horus. It's the wounded and healing eye. So different kind of religious traditions have personified that, and so we bring it into our own lives.
Well, you know, the moon is the closest orb hanging in the sky to Earth, and it gives off no light. It's dead. It's without light, and then the sun illuminates it little by little, and we share that vision of the moon all over the earth. Wherever you are, they're having a full moon within 24 hours of this. So it's the real calendar is what it really is. The other calendar's made up by people, but it is the real calendar that really started it all. And so when you have the new moon, there's no light, and so but there's this orb, and it's out there, so big, and it's supposed to be extremely bright tonight. Everybody says it's a very special. Well, last night was
I was actually the 4th, so on
our
Thursday.
anniversary was that moon.
Yeah.
I thought that was auspicious. I don't know. It's a good thing.
It was a super moon.
It was a super moon.
Yeah, super moon. It went up really high in the sky. It was super bright. I hope you had a chance to enjoy that. And so the moon energy's still with us, though, you know. And
it's universal. I mean, in our Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I also wanted to just mention that when we have the 287th consecutive in an unbroken chain of full moon ceremonies, we like to use that as a moment when this group is together, unlike any other time, in any other place, in any other history. Will ever that happen? No doubt. It's just like this is a very special moment. So in order to signify that a little bit, we add those numbers up, the 2 plus the 8 plus the 7, and we get 17, and then we get 8. So we add those together, get 8. So tonight is an 8, and an 8 is,
it's great.
It's the best. It's like it's such a great number. It's the infinity symbol on its side, and it is also thought in many parts of the world, especially in Asian parts of the world, that 8 is an incredibly lucky number for all kinds of good luck, but money, seriously, for monetary, but all kinds of good luck. And that's why in Brooklyn, if you go to 8th Avenue and 8th Street, that is the epicenter of Chinatown in Brooklyn. So they did that intentionally. 8 is a very important, and people who live on 8th Avenue in Brooklyn are all so wealthy. It's just, it's ridiculous, honestly. Well, but here we are.
Yeah.
Before we start to talk about cosmic creativity, which is our subject and theme for tonight, we wanted to just take a minute. Some of you have seen some of these images before, but we're going to do this monthly because the reason we started the full moon, we'll get to that, but it really was, I'll just tell you, I'll preempt, that it was about the idea of building a temple, which, look at this, look at the phase that we're at now. We are at a phase in that journey of, over 20 years. So it actually was a inspiration that came to us in 1985. But in any case, it took us a while to get it going, and here we are. And we're at a phase. We're not there. We're at a wonderful and incredible phase. We're so delighted.
Right. This building is a work in progress. We wanted to finish the interior and have a space for the art and for gathering, but we envision the outside.
Always had the vision of the outside being a
Well,
sculpted building, but this is. Yeah, you'd start.
okay, well, Alex Stark was our dear friend that we met many years ago, and he listened to us talk, like many of our friends, about this chapel we wanted to build and everything. And so he said, well, okay, what does it look like? And so he helped us vision it, and he was an architect and a shaman. And so he was the one that suggested the full moon ceremonies, because he said, this is a way perhaps we can gather community. You want to find out whether people want to help or be part or just like help imagine it along with you. This is the way to do it. You've got to have a community if you want to create a sacred space. And so that was a missing part of our, we should create a chapel. No, chapel's for something. It's for spirit. It's for community. And you can help, but it's not you. And so we've always...
As a friend, he built this little model, little small model of the sacred mirrors all in a circle, which was always part of our image, our vision.
Yeah.
And then there he was, also starting the full moon ceremonies with his Peruvian shamanism. And there we are in our home in Brooklyn, which is still our home in Brooklyn, but we have moved up here about 17 years ago, I guess. And but we started it in our home, and we started the full moon ceremonies in our home. And Rosie was there, and I always like to acknowledge the people who were there for the first full moon, and that is Rosie. She's right here, and she's gonna lead the sand mandala later with her beloved Dr. Mike, and you all ought to come over and take a hand to the community sand mandala today. But anyway, this is the lobby of, well, after a year, like a little more than a year of having full moon ceremonies in our home, and only 4 months later, actually, we were offered this raw space. This was raw space, just like this room was, like it was a barn. And so this was raw space on 27th Street in Manhattan. And we took it over, we built it, we put everything in there, and we held full moon ceremonies. There we are, with our group, with our room as full as it can be, just like now.
I think that was number 18.
Who knows? Yeah. You don't know that. Well, anyways, this building was a carriage house, and we transformed it, and she called it
Entheon. Yes.
Which means,
well, of course, most people would say, oh, like entheogens or something, like, yeah. But then also, because entheo means the God within, entheo. So Entheon would be a place to discover the God within.
In the nth degree, we've all heard of that. It's kind of like the ultimate. But here it is, and this is the game we're going to play tonight too. We're going to tell you a little more about what's going on. But we've been looking at phases of this project for some time, and the phase that we're at right now is to have a building that we can meet in, because we couldn't discontinue our unbroken chain at any particular time. We had to keep it going. So we have a building where we can meet and show art and gather and have wonderful music and art and things like that. But also, this is the building that we intend.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Yeah. You probably noticed it's rather flat outside.
Sometimes we do project on it, which is nice.
Yeah.
But but anyway, we'll get to that. But this is the vision of the building we intend, and we have been pursuing this, and we're going to share with you what stage we're at right now.
Right now, the idea, and many of you already know this, but is that the faces go all around the building.
That's right.
And it creates basically one giant head. And so it's you could say, a symbol of interconnectedness. And I'm trying to think, we're trying to think of ways to talk about this thing and what is it, because the idea is to bring a mystic vision into concrescence, literally.
Okay, let's go. So this is the mission of CoSM we're talking about here. The mission of CoSM, Chapel of Sacred Mirrors, is to build an enduring sanctuary of visionary art to uplift a global community. And how many, do we have a global community here? Who's from really far away? Okay, say. California, all the way across the country. And we have people watching us from all over the world. So everybody just take a minute, turn around, look at the cameras behind you, and wave. To all the people in the world, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And you can always catch the full moon or any part of it on YouTube. So we have a channel, CoSM.tv. But an enduring sanctuary means, we want it to last beyond us, maybe beyond all of us, maybe beyond our children and our grandchildren. I mean, I know I'm a fifth generation member of the temple I grew up in. They can last, So anyway, this is the doors Alex designed.
Creating a better world, and so we can always keep that vision, and no matter what condition of things, you can always imagine something better, perhaps. And
we're stand for that.
Yeah.
Creating a better world.
Each one of us is a creative person, an artist, and an embodiment of cosmic creativity. So the corner angels, they're angels of every direction. You can see that there's angels on the cheeks here. Now, they're holding a paintbrush and with a caduceus around it. And so they are bridging the cosmic eye of the creator and the human eye. And they're in alignment with a sacred tradition. So this is like
and over every eye is a symbol of a great world tradition. There's 30 of them. I mean, there are many, there are infinite symbols of world traditions, but there are 30 of them there.
Yeah.
And that's secret writing. And in case you don't know and you don't understand what is that secret writing all about, I just will tell you really fast that it is the language of creative expression. It is a symbol for that language of creative expression. And it is empty and it is meaningless. It is for you to decide what it means and for each person to decide and to have their own language of creative expression. That we're as artists, we're symbol makers. That's what we are. We make symbols and we communicate through symbols. As speakers, as writers, we're making nothing but symbols are coming out of my mouth right now. So anyway, Now, let me just say one thing about visioning it into being, because we're going to do a little exercise. It's just going to take like a minute and a half. We're going to do a little exercise about visioning it into being in a few minutes. And,
Yeah.
could we go back
But
just for a second? Well, this is the vision of the other side.
Yeah.
And the soul birds are already there. They're 9 feet tall. And they were donated by Alex's parents. So, people can get involved and actually decide, I want to be a corner angel, or my consort that I'm with wants to be, like sort of a sponsor of an angel or of a face or something like that. That's the way we're going to probably, who knows, how we will. But no, I wanted to go back for 1 second and say that's the way we visioned the steeplehead into being. Was by continually putting the steeplehead in front of us, we ended up with somebody giving us the steeplehead. So this is what we're going to propose, that we all vision this image into being.
Here we've been working with an engineer, and we're very excited about this guy. He has imagined the way that it will be done, and it will be panelized, and there's steel understructure. This gives you a sense of that steel understructure. It's an amazing system that he's worked out, and that we are getting bids now. It's taken longer than we've been saying for months. We're getting bids. We're supposed to have bids next month.
But if you know anything about building, everything takes longer and costs more. That's just a given. So we were told that we would have bids. People are coming, and they actually, I think, have 3 or 4 contractors bidding. So it's just, everything, tariffs and all the things are making it take longer. But you know what? I was thinking this before we came here. Alex and I don't really make fast art. It's just like, neither one of us make fast art. People do make some really great fast art. I'm not against fast art at all. I think it's very worthy and abstract expressionists and all. But I love those periods, but we don't. And so this is also like that. We may wait a little longer, but we're going to keep visioning it into being. Now, tell us about this, yeah.
Okay, so, a couple years ago, I found this quote by a 4th century mystic, Neoplatonist named Plotinus. And it's the craziest thing, because it describes Entheon, which was a name we came up with like 20 years ago or something. Anyway, here it is. Since we look towards the outside, away from the point at which we are all joined together, we are unaware of the fact that we are one. We're like faces turned toward the outside, but attached on the inside to one single head. If we could turn around, then all at once, we would see God, ourselves, the all.
Isn't that awesome?
Isn't that crazy?
It sounds so much like what we're doing. We're really right on track. So
God within. Yeah.
This is what it looks like when we project on it, and will we project on it in the winter solstice? Yeah, it's going to be too cold, so we're going to wait until the spring equinox, the vernal equinox. You've got to be here. It's going to be a great party, and it's going to be a great ceremony and a great evening. Now, this is what we have, and this is what we call the call to action. You can tell what I'm after here. We have this, and it's fabulous. It's better and more than we've ever had before. All the years that we've been doing this, over 22 years, we have this. This is fantastic. But if we don't, all right. And you're here, and you're here, and you're filling the house already.
Diane
knew. And if we don't do what we are saying we're going to do, which we are going to do, which is
like
this is what we're going to have.
It'll look like this.
So we're going to play a game, and we're going to start doing this monthly. And this is where it's not just a game; it's a serious game. Where we say the inevitable consequence of love is the building of a temple. Now, Alex and I, just celebrated our 48th wedding anniversary, and. I know, it's awesome, and we've been living together for 50 years, so that's cool. We always celebrate our anniversary. Oh, Alex, we just went back to slides. Can we go back to, God. Okay, here we go. All right. Here we are. I just want to tell you why we say the inevitable consequence of love is the building of a temple. Because when you love, and then you love more, and all your friends love, and you can be with them, sometimes. You can be found somewhere, and you can have a celebration of that gathering of people who love you and who you love, because we love all of you, and we love you for coming, just for being here. It takes a lot, and we know that. So anyway, the love gets bigger, and you need a temple. And that's why we need an attractive temple that attracts our friends. Here it is. Here we are. This is us. We are here. Come. And we have a place where we can all be together. Not every month for some of us. Alex and I have been to all of them. Rosie might come to most of them. Some people come to most of them. We have neighbors who've moved here to be closer to them. But in any case, it's the more love. It's the bigger love. You need it more. You need a temple. And temples should exist everywhere. This is our temple. Our temple. Okay, so anyway, the one that we're building. So what we're going to do now, TJ's going to play a little bit of music. Oh, I just wanted to tell you what the underlying thing of this, the entire underlying thing of this for every individual person here. You have an intention. Now, if you don't have an intention, your intention can be to find your intention. It's a pretty important intention, is to identify the thing that is your intention. So everybody here can have an
you
intention.
want to bring more creativity into.
That's right.
More manifestation. I think I want to work on this project, or it could be an area of focus of your life or something like that.
More love,
put
more
some more
expression,
creation,
more
more creative
self-expression.
energy into it, and
More self-expression,
Right.
more fulfillment, more joy in your life. This is
And-
whatever the intention is, should have those component parts.
Exactly. So that's your personal creative endeavor that you want to bring to light. And then along with this, we're inviting you to imagine this Entheon surrounding this building that we're inside of. So we'll be in the Spirit's head, right? We'll be part of the imaginal consciousness.
It's a symbol.
Each of our consciousnesses together is imagining this form, helping crystallize the form. And as you're also imagining your own. So in this way, we can bond our kind of like impetus. You can see this thing has been going.
Johnny, I don't see it on the screens. Can we see it on the screens?
Yeah. So
There we go.
he'll bring it up.
While we're talking, I
Yeah.
just wanted to see it on the screens. Because, every moment that we're visioning it, we're visioning it into being. And you can do
Right.
this with your own intention as well. So let's just take a minute. We don't necessarily need to close our eyes, or you can, whatever you want to do. And vision your intention. Maybe you need to close your eyes for that, but not, and then vision our group intention, which is to manifest the completed building. All right, and TJ's going to play a little music over there. Thank you so much for your prayers and the prayers for yourself, which we are completely a stand for. we are a stand for everything that you wish for yourselves. Okay? And that's really what it's all about. And won't it be a miracle, when we can say that we visioned something into being for ourselves and for CoSM even. So
That was a powerful exercise, actually, for me. I don't know, but I feel really grateful for that.
too.
Yeah.
I do too. So now we're going to go to the other part. I wanted to just say that this theme for this month is cosmic creativity, and so anyway, we'll do that next time. But we're going to go to the pure cosmic creativity.
All right.
All right. So
Well,
yeah.
this painting is called Consciousness is a Cosmic Force. Like I was, in science, I was learning about all these cosmic forces, but like, how is consciousness not a cosmic force? If we come into existence in the universe, and it took an Earth billions of years to evolve us, and here we are sitting here understanding all this. It's crazy. It's a miracle, really. But consciousness really has got to be some kind of, because we carry all this magnitude of the universe within us, And yeah, you want to talk about this guy?
Well, we can go ahead. This is good. I just didn't want to go past the Jewel Net of Indra because Jewel Net of Indra is these paintings in this room, and it's a very quick thing I could tell you about them if people like to know a little something about abstraction because it's a symbol. But basically,
and most artists feel like, and most artists feel like there's definitely channeling creative spirit, in some way. And since it took a cosmos to get here, this is just a kind of a metaphor, a way of using the metaphor of art and creativity as what is manifesting before us.
I just want to say that God is not used as a word by all religions. Buddhists don't acknowledge God, but God is a symbol. That's what I got. My first opening to God was that it's just a symbol. It's just letters. They don't really have a gender or a face. It's a word that it talks about that interreflectivity and interconnectedness that we all do experience. Mm-hmm. So anyway, should I read
Well,
this?
let's see. Well, here I can...
You read it.
Yeah, sure. We're evolving toward unity consciousness where we experience ourselves as cosmic beings. That's what I was feeling on the outside head. It's a cosmic being that we can imagine. We're participating in the evolution of the universe. The human body is part of the cosmic body. The human mind, part of the cosmic mind. Awakening to this cosmic dimension of ourselves is profoundly restorative. And with that experience and understanding, we bring healing to our wounded planet and a new sense of adventure to the human journey. Now, this is in that painting, Cosmic Christ, and just a imagining of the Big Bang. There's Allyson's
sitting right next to it, right
amazing chaos
look down,
patterning.
look down.
Yeah, it's on the very center.
There you go. See,
Yeah,
you got it right
starts
there.
things out.
Yeah.
Like there's a little light pulse at the bottom of all the sacred mirror frames as well. But I guess, so the scientists say that around 14 billion years ago there was nothing, and then 13.8 or something like that, there was a massive, event where the creation occurred. And there wasn't light for, like millions of years, because nothing could form solidly into, it was all just gas expanding, expansive gas.
What are you looking at here? We're
So
looking at all
this
the
is, this
the
is
known universe as much as we know of it. It looks like this in this shape, which is weird.
the cosmic egg. I love
Because
that. Yeah.
all you can't not stop thinking about is what's beyond those borders, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it looks something like this.
Well-
It's like a network.
Yeah, it probably just doesn't end, is what it's more like. It's infinite. But here we have each spot of light is a galactic cluster. So these are like the galactic clusters are united by dark energy and dark matter throughout the universe in this kind of cosmic web. It's so much evocative of so many shapes that we are know of here on our planet, just in our local reality frame. But this shows that sense of the density of the galactic clusters and how they are kind of interconnected. And here is our beautiful local Milky Way, and also our star, you know, that we all revolve around and is reflected on the moon. And thank you very much. This perfect shape that we are part of. The blue, it's very unusual, you know. Probably the star people have had their eye on us for some time. But the galactic clusters have a reminiscence, of course, with the neurons and the neuronal pattern that is also linked.
Such a designer, that God, you know?
Uses the
it
same...
repeatedly.
Yeah.
There's the mycelium underground, yeah. So this is the sketch of the Whirlpool Galaxy by Lord Rosse, 1845. William Parsons, 3rd Earl of Rosse.
And it made the newspapers, actually, because he was an astronomer. And, you know, before photography, they needed to make art drawings and things of discoveries and things like that. And so this made the papers, and it was the first Whirlpool Galaxy that was ever described. So guess who saw it? Yeah.
He was influenced by it, yeah.
That's just how he got Starry Night. Was the clipping of the newspaper was found in his studio, and so
I know this will confound you, but this drawing was actually done after the painting.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No.
It was done in 1989. And
1845.
I'll show you. It's okay. We don't have to discuss this here. It's a matter of art history, and I know you would think that the sketch would come first, but this is what they said.
1845, and this is 1888.
It was 1889, the other one. But anyway.
Okay.
The drawing was 1889. But
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
drawing came after the painting.
It came the year after the painting, and
That's
I was
fascinating.
confounded by it myself. No,
Huh.
seriously.
How about
I
that?
went deeper.
Interesting.
So you know, but it's okay.
He
it's
made
okay.
it more like the...
No, you do something
original.
good, and you realize you should try to do it again. I think that's the point that I was getting out of it. Was that I'm always telling people, do it again, do it 10 times. You know, you find something that works. Every time you do it, it's going to be different. And as I will go back to doing a watercolor after I've done an oil of the same sort of, because people liked it. You know, why wouldn't you? Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting point for us
Well,
artists.
I always felt like Van Gogh was channeling the rhythms of the cosmos in a way,
yeah.
you know, and you really feel that through his brushstrokes and everything. So I was trying to stare down the great chain of being, you know, to the origins of the universe as described in our science texts. And but we can imagine as individuals that we owe our existence to this cosmic and biological evolution unfolding precisely as it has, and that we're extensions of that cosmic creative process. And God
creates everything with love. Creating with love aligns us with God. I used that close up to be so that they would be touching. That's what it is, to be connected. And I love that love is a cosmic force. That's your painting love as a cosmic force, yeah.
So this is to say that visionary art could be a sacred path, and visionary artists mostly regard their work as a sacred path and feel connected with the cosmic creative force transmitted through all imaginative expression. So this artist's hand is, sharing both the shadow and the light, both the beautiful and the tragic, as part of the artistic integration of these forces as we try to imagine our way forward.
And the thing I really love about that painting also is that, Alex has really indicated, you have to really look at it carefully sometime, and it's on the cover of the Mission of Art book, and it has a little bit of the history of art on the side, kind of little indicators of the different stages and phases of art in the world. But keep going, sorry.
Sure.
Creativity is materialized theophany. All other world, an outer world artist, artifact. Oh, I see. Go.
Of an inner world revelation.
Yeah, I have a hard time reading.
Yeah.
That's why I have
Here you
this.
go.
That's why I have one. Well, you have one too. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about
well,
that.
so
Krista,
it's bringing
let's
something
read it again without that
is
interruption. Creativity is materialized theophany. An outer world artifact of an inner world revelation.
Thank you. Awesome. Yep. Well, this was done in Ayahuascaville. It's seraphic transport docking on the third eye. And I could actually paint while tripping. And
Here's a quote
found this quote from Beethoven, which was awesome. There's no loftier mission than to approach the Godhead nearer than other people and to disseminate the divine rays among humanity. Now, if anybody but Beethoven said that, it would seem real arrogant. But, him saying that, okay, yeah.
Well, he just says
Yeah.
it's the
Thank you.
loftiest
Thank you.
mission. There's no
Thanks
loftier.
for doing that.
No, he says it's no loftier mission. He isn't really saying that he's achieved it. He's just saying that's the mission of the artist. You use mission of art. That's why you put it there, because it is the mission of the artist to approach Godhead. That means that when you have a decision to make about your painting, you say, what would God do? It's like whatever God you have inside of you.
Which decision reminds you more of your eternal self?
There you go.
That's an aesthetic.
It's a great
Christopher
aesthetic
Christopher Alexander advised that if you have an aesthetic decision to make,
Right.
that's a question to ask yourself.
We connect with our ancestors through the medium of art. See all of my little ancestors? I never did that before. I thought that was cute. Adam and Eve,
I love that, babe. Beautiful.
I should
Those paintings
paint
are,
that.
Yeah,
Actually, that'd make a good
that's
painting.
true.
Yeah.
A field of them.
A field, yeah.
So making art aligns us with the cosmic creative force. We're all artists of life. Consciousness is the primary medium. Authoring the story of our lives, we paint our picture of reality. Yeah. We're sacred mirrors, damn it. Reflections of a greater light. The visionary artist becomes a medium through which a greater light may become visible, shining into the creative works. Yeah.
Here's a long one. I'll read
Right.
this. Okay, let me just read this. The arts link us directly with the flow of creative spirit through activation of the divine imagination and channeling of spirit into object, an objectification of the subjective state of the artist. All spiritual traditions have sacred arts, from sacred paintings and writing to songs and chants. We'll do some of that tonight, to icons and architecture. Studying the history of art connects us with and provides a context for a united world spirit. That's what we're here about. And by the way, that sculpture in the corner by Alex is called World Spirit.
World Soul,
World
actually.
Soul, World
Yeah.
Soul. We did
Very
a
similar.
performance called World Spirit.
Yeah.
But it was around the World Soul.
Yeah. Well, and Ken Wilber told us that the only way to transform a situation that you're in emotionally is to have an objective view of that subjective state. So this is one of the great things about art. You know, you can bring the shadow, the light, all that needs expression into your works. And yeah, so this is
Bond.
painting of a friend.
I just have to
Yeah.
say, it's
Yeah.
Bond.
And this is music of liberation and a beautiful drawing by you.
Well, mine is an ink wash, actually.
Yeah,
and
an ink
you can
wash.
see that in its real original form on the second floor of the Gray House, but it's also the wallpaper in my gallery. It's made like that ink wash, yeah.
So beautiful. Well, I think that we're all in, some kind of connection with a spiritual force, whether we, just see it as the higher self, something that is our best, the best part of us. And many people feel that maybe it's influenced by those maybe family members who have passed, who may want to still keep their eye on you, still love you, and may just be along for the ride. And maybe there are also other spirits as well. So I feel like when we're artists, we commune with a world of spirits and are working as a medium through which they find a means of expression. And if you can become clear, become transparent to the transcendent, as Joseph Campbell used to say, you can help bring it into the world. And that's why that's the only thing that I think accounts for the success of visionary art, which is not integrated into the contemporary art world, really. It becomes meaningful to the people for whom it has a resonance and a personal meaning and connection. And so this is why this is a church and not a gallery. It's an art church. We're trying to imagine what could work about spirituality and creativity, And so...
Wait a minute, did we read that one? What was that?
Well, okay.
Contact with divine reality is the source of art. Contact with divine reality. It's the source of my art. When I, make art, I often think about, what have I seen in my most highest states? That's where I go to get my material. Anyway, we have to hurry on.
Inspired. Yeah. And so this is just another way to envision, like in my case, my painting just shows, it's called theurgy. And theurgy is a term that is working with spirit, And so here we have a higher self kind of imagined angelic form around, linking with an even higher vision.
I love that Alex chose this piece because he was talking about standing, and he's standing in that painting. That he's not only standing, but he has the angel sort of standing on his shoulders. So I chose this piece, Yogi, which is at the top of the stairs in the Gray House. It's because Alex says art depends on and stands for the visionary imagination, our transcendent creative source. So the stand, the stand for art. I thought that was
taking a
good pairing, All right. So say something about this. This is a little series that's downstairs in Alex's gallery, and tell us what they're about.
Right. To me, this is about how creativity works. You have a vision, an inspiration for something. Here it's symbolized as the vision crystal that occurs in the heart, because it's something that that we're driven to by our soul, and I associate our soul with its pulse in the heart, and that so this is a vision of the visionary state, I guess. And
Starts
starts
inside here.
in the heart, and then you start to imagine, you start
It starts in
thinking
here.
about it. Like, how can I maybe work with that? And so you need a medium. And here it's the Vajra brush. And the Vajra is a spiritual tool. So it's just adding that to the artist brush, and then the artist brush becomes a spiritual tool and a healing spiritual tool. And so somehow we're inspired to receive it. We either visit an art store or somebody says, "Hey, have you ever listened to this?" And then you get inspired, and then you're off, and then you can bring it into the outer world. So that's the whole idea, from your heart to the outer world, and to a tool stage near you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Go back. Okay. So this is what you get in the end. See, Alex has all these other beautiful bark paper, charcoal, and white drawings, which I think should all be turned into paintings. I just know that. But in any case, and then there's this in the end. This was the glorious finale, which came out in full color, and it would be great to see the rest of them in full color too. I also, yeah. I think it's a beautiful it's a beautiful symbol. This thing.
It's a vision of the kind of eye of God, but then fractalized. So you can imagine it as there are many points of view.
I use my work as a background. It is the ground of being. I think of it as the greater ground. It's one of the stages of the Buddha. It's like there's the Buddha that lived, the Buddha that is wearing all the regalia, like the Avalokitesvara in there, and there is the sky, the Buddha that is a field. That everything, it's a ground for everything that it sits on top of it. So I feel very honored to put that work in the ground of being. And I just wanted to mention the obvious, which is that silver and gold, used alternately, signifies the preciousness of something. And that's the way I feel about my first revelation of the divine, coming from a person who was not spiritual into a person who became nothing but spiritual, just kind of like, oh yeah, that's who I really am. And it just changed my life so dramatically. So I just like to, that and those pieces, the silver and the gold, are in room 1, if you were lucky enough to stay in room 1 there. They live there, and I'm glad that they have a nice, beautiful home. So next, we just want to, before we go, we do want to say that creativity and spirituality is what we stand for, but that this is the final structure that we plan for the project. Okay, we gotta push ourselves another 20 years or so, because this is in the future that we intend, and we always envisioned it. When we first envisioned it in 1985, we envisioned it as a round room. And so you're seeing all these buildings getting printed out on site. This is gonna be, we're waiting for the technology, I think. We know where it should be on the property, and we hope that we can manifest this as well. So I just want to implant that, because we're going to vision it into being. It'll take a long time. But come build with us. Think about ways that you can involve yourself in CoSM. You can be a member. It's a great thing to be a member. We have members out there all over the world. I'm just telling you, people just, are members from Australia and Guatemala and Finland and everywhere. So we are so grateful for your support. Another way is to bring a friend. Come back and bring somebody who hasn't been here before. That is a way to, be a stand for. And, another way is to just share your experience of it, of this night, of all that goes on here, the wisdom trail, whatever it is you've experienced, and share it with somebody. Just tell them about it. That is a perfectly, divine way to support us. So but the memberships are there for couples and children and families, and we really do appreciate, especially that you people, right here, right now, the 287th, are here, and that you are here in the room, and that you're out there in the world. We are very, very grateful, just incredibly grateful.
Yes, and because we regard you all as temple builders, because that's basically what the mission is, and that's by our meeting together. It kind of is part. It is part of that, and it supports that effort. So thank you very much. It's the only way that this could really actually work. So. It's the creative thing that we can do as a community together. And
it started from
apparently,
nothing.
Humanity's been doing this for millennia.
Forever.
Yeah. So
Started from nothing with no money. So I'm just telling you, we can do this.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Well, listen, this is the next thing we're going to do. We are going to get everybody up on their feet. Oh, everybody
Really?
stand up. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to do that. And we're all going to stretch. Oh, just a little stretch. And then, after we stretch just a little bit, we're going to turn around and see somebody that you've never spoken to before and introduce yourself right now. It's working.
Come on back.
Bottles, yeah. Yo, yo, yo. Back in the house. All right. This is such an honor that we have to introduce a friend that we have that was at full moon ceremonies in our loft in Brooklyn way back in the day. And we've been a friend of Fun Young Moon for
Decades.
For decades,
Yeah.
and we are so honored to have him here tonight to recite for you. He is a phenomenal poet, and we're really impressed with his work.
Yes.
And always have been.
Fun Young Moon.
Fun
We
Young Moon.
love
Here
you
he
so
comes.
much.
Yo, yo. What's up, CoSM? Oh my God. You have no idea how beautiful it is up here. Look at this. You two do, but oh my God. I have some chocolate for you, even though it's only in this napkin. You have the last. Everybody else's chocolate is available in the Mushroom Cafe. It's amazing. There's 2 little robots. They're like machine elves kind of thing. But I should let you know that they're not loaded. Hit me.
Got us to be raw foodists for 2 years. We
did
were
do that.
raw food because of him. He knows so much about chocolate and so much about food and what's healthy and good. So we can't wait to talk to you later, but we're going to let you go now.
All right, great. I have about 10 minutes up here and about 9.5 minutes of material. Hi, my name's Moon. As Alex and Allyson pointed out, I was at the 7th full moon gathering in your loft in Brooklyn. And there's been 280 since then. I wish I was at all of them. Last couple years I had a baby, so I haven't been around as much. But I was here in September. The last time I was here was July of 2023, and I made a declaration the next month at the August full moon to write an album, which over the next year I did that, and then life had other plans. But I'm presenting some pieces tonight that only one of them people have heard before, so I'm super psyched to present this. One other little backstory information that prior to this happening, I never would tell a room of people I predominantly don't know. But tonight, I do. We're family. Yo, that's what's up. Tonight, December 6th, is my brother Kevin's birthday. My baby brother, he's the youngest of 6. I love him with all my heart, and I miss him every day. Sadly, he left us almost 2 years ago. 3 weeks after that, my wife and I welcomed our beautiful daughter Luna into the world. And thank you, she's awesome. I'll send you pictures if you want. No, just kidding. I'm gonna send you. 2 weeks after Luna was born, I got the same diagnosis that Kevin got 5 years before that ultimately took his life. So that was a handful. And there's obviously a lot more to the story since then, but those are pertinent pieces of information to what brings us here tonight, and kind of freakishly were reflected in pieces that I was writing before I knew any of this was going to happen, and like little bits, you may hear some of them come out. But with no further ado, I'm going to get into this. I want to dedicate this first piece to this beautiful man right here, Mike, Rosie's partner, who offered to work on me today, so I had full rock star treatment, and I am feeling alive in my chakras, and that's just such a beautiful expression of the CoSM community, and he's a super cosmic dude, and where are you guys, Long Island? He should be your chiropractor, straight up. I've had hundreds of alternative healers over the years. You are top-notch, world-class. Thank you. And the reason this piece is dedicated to you, it is about living the fruits of the practice. Take it for what you will. It's called The Rhodes Jewel. This one is nice over a slow funk beat, so just Don't keep doing that though, because then I have to, there's a reason I do the spoken word. I don't stick to a beat. Normally, when the album comes out, you'll hear music and you'll know when it's over. It won't be as obvious. But let's do this. The Rhodes Jewel is like a toadstool to an old druid, dude. This soul food is so fluid. Old meeting at the new junction. That's where we learned our true function, pumpkin. Shoot the sure shot to the sure route to bust out a pure doubt. All I know for sure is love is real. Some of this shit I'm not so sure about. But is the universe a parallelogram? This fellow sent a telegram to tell the fam, stay mellow, man. Tell the kids to watch out for that fellow in the yellow van. Your streetcar named Desire Stand, and this is why Stella ran. Nerves of steel but delicate glands. Spirit had a more well-developed plan. It's how you can play it elegant and keep the compelling relevant, man. Visualize, then vocalize, visions rise, now actualize, make them tracks that's action-packed and make decision to decide. Just ride the ride, what's left aside. Now, pay no mind to what's left behind. Get on your grind and get assigned and get your check and get it signed. Get on your mission, get aligned, can't get it wrong, you're genuine. Now get along a total line, so set your goals that's well-defined and intertwined. Right sentiment, so send them in the wide awake, no stimulants with incandescent filaments. Now here's the lesson, fill them in. It's really been a thrill a minute. Before they hit up your next of kin, just tell them that you're steady and you're ready to begin again. Highly trained specialist, special guest existentialist, extension cord professionalist, self-portraits of the impressionist. At your discretion, pure expression. First impressions, then we serve refreshments. We offer our guests seconds, and yet there is no second guessing. The second the connection hits, in this section, the depression lifts. But what do you do if they're not responding? They're too despondent. They're just not down to correspond with their correspondence. Lost in the pond, I was never fond of it. No more spells, can't magic wand it. I don't really know why I was assigned to it, but when it comes right down to it, I'm gonna be a conduit. Got out of the syndicate, not trying to be a segregate, walking a nonviolent path. I'm not trying to beat you over the head with it. Mix the right harmonics, phonics, and symphonic sonics till the platonic solids no longer want the relationship to be platonic. How ironic, a wry comic with the fly rocket in the side pocket made third eye contact iconic like Vonnegut. They can try and stop it, but once we drop it, CoSM, it's going to adopt to the opposite. So what do we want to do here? Thank you. Okay, let's keep on time. Woo, I love you. Okay, this next piece, Allyson, one of fabulous afternoon. I really spent a lot of time in the room with all of your art, and this piece is called Mosaic Puzzle, and it's very much Jewel Net of Indra, is that correct? If you get up really close to it, you can see all these little how finite and specific it is, and when you back up, it's a whole other thing. So to me, that's a mosaic puzzle. It's telling many stories at once. So that's what this part is about. Here's the deal. You want it to be ideal, not an ordeal. Add color to create volume. Add volume to create atmosphere. Feel it. Mosaic puzzle, but you're gonna have to back up to see it. Might go to bed, but not go back to sleep. When spring was sprung, the gift was sung. Off the hip it was brung. Something from the lips. I always forget this part, but it's right on the tip of my tongue. Return to the sky, the love burning inside, learning to fly. The rumors this put us on a permanent high can neither confirm nor deny. Whoo! This a new sort of New York, like a vegan salami on rye. Wait for the tsunami to fly. Look, mommy, there's an airplane up in the sky. Something in the monkey mind just makes it want to refute and dispute. Chill, if my man wants to play his flute, let him play his flute. Fell on the path, tumbled, lost our voice, mumbled, felt the source trembled. Those mirrors reflected what was resembled, put it back together, reassembled. Second act, Genesis, make the best man and friend of this from the former nemesis. Clean up that act, wipe them blemishes. What need have I for that? What need have I for this? I am dancing at her feet, all is bliss, all is bliss. Yo, I was reading on the road less traveled. I was going to read for a road movie. It was like Fight the Power meets the Tower of Babel. An off-road road scholar, not really in it for the dollar, not really an actor, but the script, you know, really grabbed him by the collar. He said, I gots to go, but let me know if I make callbacks. Holla. This sidestep swing got its own backbeat. Classically trained surrealist, natural-born athlete. Cap and gown, captivating, never captured on film. Captive audience, spellbound. Capped it off with the captain's skill. Stand with the truth, and the truth will prevail. Married to my dream, not married to a dream ship that already set sail. But Alex, I keep seeing visions of the funky Buddha. What does this all mean? Start your own, love. Son of the moon, father of Luna. The greatest version of the movie I can envision pales in comparison to the kingdom, yet wisdom compels me to bring them together. Then my auntie wrote an anti-panic note, which included an anecdote that contained the antidote. No, for real, true story. That really, my Aunt Mimi, it really happened. Red-eye overnight flight to Second Sight. Booked that. I forgot to bring my library book back. It's still in my book bag. Probably time it was looked at. But if this lightning don't stop shooting out my lips, probably gonna have that looked at. But I know what I like. I say no to beef Wellington and yes to Duke Ellington. My favorite nightmare is Jack Skellington with a compelling grin, yelling win. My diving bell and butterfly me to the moonbeams, them high noon schemes which led to higher tuned dreams. 'Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are paraded. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderestimated. Got an ideal plan to help you style and feel grand, child. Let's put you back on the meal plan. This flow comes with a free decal and decalcifies the pineal gland. Gotta lock it down before the conversation goes south. Not repressed in the throat chakra. If anything, I gotta watch my mouth. But the nose gets in the way. That which he thinks he knows gets in the way. Try to be seen in this light invisibly and try to write a love song without the word love. Failed miserably. And yet, I am the true self, not the body's hollow suit. When I remember eternal youth, then the body follows suit. It's easy to swallow the fruit, which is ripe when you follow your truth. It's easy. I hope. It culminates in this, and all of these pieces would never existed were I not part of this community and directly influenced by Alex and Allyson's. I'm more influenced by Alex as a creative than any of my musical influences, of which there are many. So thank you. You have given me purpose in life. You too, Allyson, but he started it. So this piece, last piece I'm going to do tonight, is very much about the CoSM community. I want to give a shout out to Alexa, Charlie, Brian, Johnny. Too many people to name, but thank you for keeping our temple together. We love you very much. This one's called The Messengers. We who put our foot in the door say what's good, then jet. They're always telling you how bad it is. Someone's got to tell you how good it can get. And we who unmask doom to retract gloom, the journey that started in the back room does not take place in a vacuum. Massive influence like sacraments. Well, let's give it back to him. Been dancing on giant shoulders as tracks boom to stay fresh. Like some muffins out the oven. Extra special recipe with 2 scoops of lovin'. And stay focused on the breath, not opinion. And here in this sphere, death shall have no dominion. Despite what's trending, we can see what's needed. We can high speed blend it, but we can't spoon feed it. At first, this seemed a little conceited. To this, they conceded, but hey, all great art is what you need it when you need it, and rent is due. Let us present the crew. What the messengers of love are sent to do, they do. A slow touch trained by the drummer. So much rain this summer to grow. Don't let it die in the vine. Reignited design, delighted to find the light of the mind. Unafraid to make friends with the creature. She shows up at the show to show virtue her own feature. You know, you really are pretty. How beautiful you will be as liberator of the city. Such a sweet heart, but a hard act to follow. And these days she finds any pill a hard pill to swallow. Now, she's easy to please, but that vegan cheese is giving them reason to sneeze. See, it doesn't even really matter if it is believed. Having offered love, only love is received. See, we're not as concerned with all the baubles and bangles as learning how to be doing it from multiple angles, and rent is due. Let us present it to you. What the messengers of love are sent to do, they do. Rhythms of the funk bring meaningful of rhyme. Forgiveness is the only function meaningful in time. Rhythms of the funk bring meanings full of rhyme. Forgiveness is the only function meaningful in time. She opens up her smart sheet. It's not a hard read. I can feel it in my heartbeat. It's become a part of me. Not looking at oneself is the hardest deceit. Now I'm looking at myself like an artist's retreat, like if our creative output's an expression of a love, well, just how much are we loving today? And let's be honesty and quality, not quantity. Any old fool can judge. It's not hard to go analytic. It's much harder to be an artist than it is an art critic. So it's not to confuse the flashy new age fashion with actual displays of heartfelt compassion. Chop wood, carry water. Raise sons, carry daughter. You'll know you're there when you hit the spot and you're looking for the face of God, and there is no one who is not, and rent is due. One more, here we go. This is gonna get freaky too, so bear with me. With a toad and a rabbit in a cold lake undressed. Old habits are hard to break, I guess. They said quit slacking. Not everybody has the gift to speak from the heart, boy, get cracking. Okay, wear a bow tie to the informal. Blend the abstract and the abnormal. How a slow learner sleuth found his sojourner truth. I got Mars and Cupid with the scars to prove it. Now, most nights, you'd rather hear a pig squeal, but some of the things that come out of that boy's mouth, kind of a big deal. Pride goeth before the fall, but if we leave one lie behind, we're going to leave them all. Blessticity, well invested in the best that could be, just give it to me. CoSM, we do this for the one who needs it. Everyone else, you're welcome to join the festivities, and rent is paid. Yo, I love you, Ben. Bye.
Yeah! Woo!
It's for you, baby brother. It's for you. All right, thank you. I'm Fun Young Moon. That's my rhyme. I love you very much. That's my time. Peace.
That really softened me up incredibly. That was really what a kind of psychotherapy that was. You know, following that mind that was just ongoing like that. That's really astonishing. And there's not many poets that I'd say I'd like to have a reel of that. I would really like to, put that on for people. It's like. That's incredible stuff. I mean, we haven't had you on for a little while, and I've seen you all the way. So I'm really a stand for you.
It was perfect. Psychedelicution.
Ooh. So
it was
practiced.
a lot compressed into a. Wow.
What a brain that can memorize all that. That is incredible, and the delivery was impeccable. So
We love you, man.
we honor you, Fun Young Moon. I long love you. All right, that was a great performance. I mean, I'm astonished. I'm so impressed. Well, what we try to do, I think we do the Oz after we do the memorial, and or should we do it now? Do them both. Anyway, we just do this sort of as a palate cleanser. I'm just not now's the time.
Now's a good time. Now,
Okay. All right.
Well,
this is we do this, and what it is 3 long, as long as you can, and as strong as you can. Oz.
Yeah.
And tell us why.
Ah is the Tibetan syllable that stands for our already enlightened and liberated nature, which they hold for us, and it's just that it's so omnipresent in our lives, It's like consciousness itself. Waking up to that aspect of ourselves is symbolized in this symbol. And so they believe that on every level, like body, mind, and spirit, we're actually perfect. So this is an affirmation of that primordial perfection. So,
All right, here we go. Ready. That's really, you feel the energy. It's like really, and the room has got such great acoustics, the echoiness. It's meant to be a chapel.
yeah.
Well, John, are we ready to go ahead with the blessings and declarations? Okay, that's what we're doing next. Blessings and declarations. Now, we should have warned you, but we're going to ask just a few people to, if they have a very special blessing. We know what a blessing is. It can be for yourself, for others, or whatever, or for the world. Or a declaration, which is really to declare your intention before your community, which is to empower your intention, in front of people who really are a stand for you, whatever it is that you wish for yourself. So this is a group of people that's, gathered together to do that, to empower your intention. So if you have one that's important and you'd like to mention it, what we're asking is only no more than 60 to 90 seconds at the most. So really condense it. You can really say a lot in that amount of time. So condense it, and then we can get more people to be able to share. And so Alexa goes around with a microphone, and have you anyone a blessing or a declaration?
Maybe it was your creative idea that you had earlier.
Yeah. I think we have somebody. We have somebody back here.
All right.
All the way on the other side, Alexa. There you go. All right, get up. Ready to stand and tell us your name and where you're from.
Hi, everyone. Sarah Roccasano. I'm from Connecticut.
Yay.
Hey,
Nice
Sarah.
to see you again. So my book, Stone Temple Passport, Awake and Radiate with Mama Ayahuasca. This is the artwork for it. Mama is on my shoulder. I am manifesting her to come live next year to become an international bestseller.
Awesome.
Oh, my God. Oh, wouldn't we be so proud of you and so lucky to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And who else? Let's see a hand for somebody who's got
Don't be
we have somebody
shy.
here. Here's somebody right here.
Where?
In the third row.
Hi, my name is Katya. I'm so happy to be here.
And you're from?
Westchester, New York.
Westchester, okay.
I want to give a blessing to my fiance, Daniel, and his heart. He got some news from the doctor about a condition he has, and I want to pray for his healing and wellness and vitality because he's such a divine king, and I love him so much.
We all are so
Super
glad to
awesome.
have you share that. Thank you. We can send prayers to that. We can all send prayers to that. You have support. Who else has a blessing? We have some over here, Alexa. Where? Oh, right in the second row.
I have a gift for you.
Oh, well, we'll
It's,
do that afterwards, but tell
okay.
us about it.
10 years ago, came to see you, and it was visions in a lot of ways. Couldn't understand them, and you gave a lot of direction to my life and created a nonprofit and now have a for-profit and just continuing to bless the community and things. And so just wanted to get this to the side, but I figured, you know, in the room.
We will accept it, and we'll be here for a few minutes afterwards. We'd love to talk to you more about
Fantastic.
that. Thank you so much for coming.
Yay.
Thank you. All right, I think there was somebody next to them, too. Yeah.
My name is Michaela Ingram. We came here from North Carolina, and I am a nurse, and I help girls and women feel more confident around their cycle. And my manifestation is that girls all around the world and women all around the world right now understand the importance of their cycle and the connection to the divine that is, and they feel that in their soul.
Oh, it's so holy. That is so true. Oh, it's precious. Right here?
Everyone's really crushing the
This is
timing.
good. We're doing good now. We're getting more people. It's very fun.
My name's Telman Knudsen. I live in Brattleboro, Vermont, and was invited here by Daniel Frank, so thank you. And it's my 25th year as a hypnotist, and I've got the vision, got the inspiration to create the world's greatest hypnosis school of all time. So we're gathering the greatest hypnosis trainers and teachers in the world in one digital school to create an astonishing hypnosis school. So that's my declaration.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much. We empower that. Hey, I just want to acknowledge Dave and Dan, who are here. Are they both painting tonight? They are both painting tonight. The twins will be painting.
Frank
They are
brothers
The Frank
are here.
brothers are such incredible artists, and we're so honored to have them both here. So, and thank you also, big star on your forehead, for bringing somebody else with you. So we're really glad to have you all. That's great.
I think we'll take like two more. Then
All right. Who else has a blessing? Or it's somebody in the second row here. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'll just keep mine brief so we can get on to the people with more to say, but I simply wish for everyone to feel the liberation of expression without fear of judgment so that they can fully realize that they are the color and light of God in every single aspect of their being. Thank you.
Tell us your name one more
Super
time.
awesome.
Did you? Tristan. Thank you, Tristan.
Fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful. And one more.
I thought I saw a hand up here.
There's
Right
one
there.
all the way. Going to send you
Yeah.
all the way across the room again. There you go.
Hi, I'm Jess from Montclair, New Jersey.
Thank you for
And
coming.
my partner Julio brought me here tonight, and I have a blessing and a declaration. We're 25 weeks pregnant, and I'm calling in a harmonious, safe birth, bringing baby to Earthside in March, and may our family and our partnership be filled with harmony, peace, love, and resilience as we move into this new chapter.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Oh, yes. Exciting, really exciting news.
All right,
Well,
Katie.
So
Katie's here.
wonderful.
Katie, you're such a star. Look at you.
Stand right
Anyway,
over here.
Katie has been taking in the messages from the world.
Yes, that is very true. Happy full moon.
Thank you, Katie.
It's always so interesting to see where people are viewing from. Tonight, there's an exceptional amount of friends from afar, like Finland and Ukraine, Hawaii, Turkey, New Zealand, Argentina, Canada. I mean, come on. And in the back of the room, our audiovisual team, John, TJ, and Trevor. They make it all happen, so give them some love. So in the chat tonight, there was some family. So I'd like to share two of their blessings. Morgan, my twin sister from California, she shared a blessing. She said, sending a blessing to everyone who is going through a big life change. May this transition open the portals to your highest evolution and guide you into your most authentic self. Thanks, Morgan.
Wow.
Beautiful.
This twin right here has news, but we're going to let you decide when. You have big news.
Oh, that news.
See, we all want to support you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, well, on that note, I'm getting married next year.
Yes, that's what I do. I just wanted to say, because I mean, I don't want to take any credit, but it happened right here at CoSM, so I can't help being like, it's like so proud of you too, and we loved you
The
both.
best. Thank you.
Jason is one of our gentle giants, and so we're really delighted. It's like, wow. It's when it happens in the family, you have to kind of quell a little bit. That's what you call
We
it.
love you.
Okay, I'm sorry to embarrass you, but Katie, I had to. I'm so excited. But anyway, so here she has somebody else that she wanted to talk to.
Yeah. We have Peter, a previous staff member and a brother to our beloved TJ. He's in Colorado right now, and he sent in a blessing. Mm-hmm. A healing blessing for my mom, Bernadette, to heal her cancer, as well as to all beings going through the same. Praying every day, Peter. And you remember that beautiful meditation music that was playing earlier in the stream? Peter made that.
That was Peter's music.
Thank you, Peter.
And Peter and TJ worked here together for years and years.
Yeah.
Peter was our postman.
Yo. Thank you for sharing, everybody.
Yeah. What a dear. What a pair of shares. That's so beautiful. Well, it comes just at the perfect time too. Because I believe we have coming up a healing prayer. That's what we do. So we want to all think about somebody in our lives, or even our own selves, people we know that we want to send a healing prayer to. So as I always say, tonight we may be thinking of loved ones, maybe even ourselves, who might be suffering from distress in body or mind. Every CoSM full moon, we take a few moments to turn inside and hold in our heart those that might benefit from a healing prayer. Now, to strengthen this blessing, recall the name of your loved one as we pray.
Great Spirit, thank you for blessing us with this day and for our precious body and soul. We feel the light of Spirit shining in our hearts, and as we breathe, a glow expands to surround us like a luminous sphere.
The brightness in our hearts magnifies as we join together in a gleaming web with countless others around the world, a luminous net of beings. From the superabundance of our combined energy field, we envision rays of healing light surrounding and protecting us, our friends and family.
May the light shine on all who need healing. May Spirit renew each soul with creative power to rebuild stronger and weave peace and harmony across the earth. May the water, air, fire, and earth be purified, and the web of life be strong and resilient.
And together we say, Amen.
Well, some who are with us may be grieving the loss of a family member or a friend. We send our deep condolences to all those who are in mourning, and we acknowledge the sacred space of sorrow and compassion that we carry for all those suffering on our planet. Remembering the brevity of life, we appreciate the beauty of every precious day.
Almighty Spirit, we remember the souls of beloved ones who have passed on. Cherishing them in our heart, they remain close. Now, to evoke their memory, recall their names as we reflect together for a moment in silent prayer, sending a wave of love from our being to theirs. And together we say, may their memory be a blessing.
Mm.
Should we do an ah? One more ah? Okay, so just to be in unity, this is a unity thing. Let's just do one more big old ah. Here we go.
Wow, that's
Cleansing.
cool. I
Yeah,
love that.
cleansing.
Well, you
Well-
know, we're going to have future news.
Now we have invite Alexa back up here, the MC of the
Alrighty then.
party. Lovely.
I feel lit after that last awe just now.
You had to
I
have
feel
a
like I
cleanse.
levitated.
Cleanse
Splash.
All right.
Goody then. Yeah, exactly. Hello. Hello. How are we
Alexa.
doing? What a good ceremony, right? Give it up for the Grace, Fun Young Moon. Everybody who's given a blessing or declaration.
Can I just say one thing though before you start?
Please.
If you want to see Alexa dance, follow her on IG. I'm just saying.
That's so nice of you. Thanks.
So
Nux. Hell yeah. We love dancing up in here, which I reckon we're going to do a little bit of tonight, right? 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 Fabulous. Because our ceremony's coming to a close, but the night is still young. And Entheon in this ceremony is just part one of your adventure. Because just across the way in the Gray House, we have our dear friend Soma Kirtan in the house to do some kirtan.
Kirtan. Sing along.
Very interactive, very activating. Hopefully you'll do a little call and response action. You'll get jiggy with it. That's going to happen in the library. They're getting set up now. We'll start around, well, really whenever they want to start, maybe 9:45, 9:30, whenever our team's ready. So definitely make your way over there. Entheon's going to be open until about 11. We have the live music, like I said. We have some live art in action. You already mentioned the Frank brothers. Woo! Look at them. Daniel.
All right.
David.
Looking
We also-
identical.
Yeah, we also have Cameron Grayson in the house. Is she here right now? She might be over in the Gray House already. She's going to be live painting as well. We also have the community sand mandala. Rosie, Dr. Mike.
Yes, do
They're
it.
going to be setting intentions. We'll start that around the same time, 9:30.
I wondered. It's a crossover.
9:42. 9:42 and 30 seconds. We'll see around that time. Time's a construct, but we're going to try to stick to that. So if you want to be part of the opening of the Sand Mandala, please be present. Opportunity for you to set some creative intentions if you didn't say one during the ceremony tonight. And then we'll probably close that baby up around 11:15. Okay, great. I'm coordinating with them, coordinating live and direct with everybody. So we'll do that because the cool thing about the Sand Mandala is you create it and then you, non-attachment, we shovel to the center, put the intentions in, and then you can walk around home with a little baggie of sand if you want. So that's cool.
It's
Put
a
on your
symbol.
altar. It's a symbol. For what, you think?
Well, it's a symbol for unity. The community came together, and they always mix in a little bit of the sand from every other mandala that we've ever done here. They do this. They bring a little bit with them. They mix it together. Anyway, but it's a beautiful thing, and you can make a little bit of art together around a circle and go do kirtan. I'm just telling you, you want to do both things. So it's like you don't have to stay any one place in any one time. We also have lots of other stuff going on.
Absolutely. We have Angela West in the house. Give it up for Angela.
Angela, oh my God.
Angela's going to be offering some astrology readings. So that's cool. You know what I mean? If you need some direction, definitely sign up in the Gray House shop and chat with Angela. Highly recommend. 11 out of 10.
Can I say,
please?
Angela and Mahendra were our pod mates at Burning Man.
So-
Didn't we get to know each other?
So
Honestly, come along.
That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. Angela West, give it up for Angela. We're so grateful to have you here. It's very cold outside. outside. So we're not going to do the bonfire outside, but we got 2 indoor fireplaces. So that's cool. We are keeping the fuego activated. We're going to bring the fire back in 2 weeks for our winter solstice, which I'll talk about in a little bit. If you're hungry, we got a cafe. It's the Mushroom Cafe, and there's some chowder in there, mushroom chowder. There's wraps, vegan options, regular options, vegetarian
we got
options.
with meat, we got cheese.
And we got your chocolates up in this beezy, which isn't always we only get the chocolates when Fun Young Moon's in the house, so definitely, unless you want to set it, we'll talk. Yeah, we could maybe have them all the time.
They're very special chocolates.
Yeah, they're delicious, nutritious, and made with love, so definitely get some delights in the Mushroom Cafe. If you need anything, at any point in time, you're like, I need to sit down somewhere for a second, all right? I just need a little extra support. Or if you just have a general question, our team is here for you. We want you to have a good time. We want you to feel safe. We got water stations everywhere because we're all about that hydration. So, look out for each other. Find a team member with a staff badge, and we will make sure that we point you in the right direction or get you what you need when you need it. So definitely show throughout, what were the years? 2019, 2020, 2022. And you can
in
enter
general
now.
holographic posters.
Oh yeah, they're the delicious
They're
boys.
holographic posters.
Yeah. Signed either by Allyson or Alex, depending on which poster. You can enter now. $2 for 1 entry, $5 for 3 entries, $10 for 7. Pick your favorite poster, and good luck. We're going to do the drawing at 10 o'clock. There's that big...
Where do the proceeds go, Alexa?
To build an enduring sanctuary of visionary art. All proceeds support the continuation of CoSM and our big project of funding the sculptural exterior.
It supports being here.
And if you win,
this
that's
place.
That's sick. If you win, how hype are you gonna be if you win? You know what I mean? How often do you win a giveaway? Anyways, it's completely random, so may the odds ever be in your favor, but definitely scan that if you're into it. And we're just gonna have a great night. The full moon weekends are a whole arc. So we had some yoga during the day. We have this happening now. Tomorrow we have art church with Alex and Allyson, which Ruby is not here
so we don't have
tonight
that
or this weekend, so we're gonna bypass.
But then we have art
that.
church. We love art church.
We love it. What do we do at art church?
Well, at art church, we all get together and we make art together. It's like we're practicing art as a spiritual path. What is a practice of art as a spiritual path? So we do that. Some people do play music. We get Janet almost every month, and she plays us a song. And some people write poetry and just journal and share it if they want to. Some of us, like here, there's a lot of people, but some of us, and people out in the world, they all are zooming in from all these places. And we take people from Finland. I know that guy from Finland, and I know people. I know these people from Australia and Guatemala. They've been coming every month, so you become really good friends with these people from all over the world. And the people in the room, you guys are special. So definitely bring art materials you love if you can. But if you don't have them, we have them. We got you covered. Don't worry about it.
We got pencils and stuff.
Come on anyway.
We got boards for you to put your pad on.
Yeah, it's lap art.
We got rulers,
but it is
erasers.
Very, very casual.
Yeah, it's very fun.
You don't have to be an artist, and you can be a great artist. We have such a range in that group.
Yeah, it's really
every
special.
month. All right. So come to Art Church anytime you can.
Anytime you
tomorrow
can.
Between
3 and 5.
3 and 5.
And it's a free thing for members. Also, members, if you're thinking about it or are currently a member, we got a dope perk coming out next year, which is free admission to full moon gatherings for 2026. So that's very cool. We already offer free admission to Entheon, free admission to Art Church, and now we're activating free admission to them full moon gatherings. So that's pretty cool.
We do as much as we can, you know?
Yeah.
You do it because you can do it. And so that's why we want more people to come. And we love
Get
seeing
down
you
with
all.
the get down.
do it. We got to do it.
We're just an infinite wellspring of creative offerings. I don't know if you've noticed that. We have a lot of really great workshops queued up for 2026.
Workshops,
We've
yep.
already released a couple of them. Start a Painting with Allyson Gray, the Visionary Art
Start a
Intensive.
painting with Allyson Gray.
That's in March.
Come on.
You kick off our workshop
And
season,
Alex
baby.
is a guest speaker, and Rosie's going to be a guest speaker. We had guest speakers at the
Yep.
Start a Painting.
We got some art intensives with the Grays, the art intensive, painting intensive, mixed text mystics with Amanda Sage and Joe Bob Merritt, sacred geometry with David Heskin and Aloria Weaver. Patricia Watwood's coming to town to do some
Learn to
drawing.
draw. You want to learn to draw?
I'm trying to think if I'm missing any.
She will
Body and
teach you to
soul drawing intensive with the Grays, and that's like half of them. We got like 15 workshops queued up for next year,
Yes,
so
we're
just
really,
know that
really
we're here to
into it.
serve you. We want you to be activated and inspired. And
And we all stay
that good
together,
stuff.
stay on the property, and we all get to know
It's
each other.
camp.
And eat together. It's camp.
yeah,
Give yourself a
eat.
treat. Come on.
we eat food. Yeah, that's cool. So, anyways, just be on the lookout for 2026. Enjoy yourself tonight. Coming back to the present, and I think that's all I was supposed to say. So I'm gonna let you close this one out.
You say it so well, Alexa.
Have a wonderful evening.
We
I'll
love
see you around.
Thank you. We call this the benediction for those of you who are. How many of you have never? This is your first full moon ceremony. Okay, raise your hands. Raise your hands. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming. Yeah, especially. All right.
This is called dedication to love. From the core of our hearts, we dedicate ourselves to the complete and full expression of love in all our activities and in all our relationships.
Love is the soul's medicine, a refuge in our hearts, protecting us from utter despair. Finding compassion in the eyes of the beloved and the stranger gives us the courage to endure.
May love sensitize us with care and wisdom. May love help heal the sickness and wounds of life. May love enable us to forgive and accept ourselves.
May love enable us to forgive and accept each other. May love help us overcome our cruelty and bitterness, our greed and jealousy, our ignorance and delusion.
May love rule our hearts and minds, directing us to reach out, doing our best to benefit others, to heal suffering, to give gifts, to create beauty in the infinite network that is our world.
A heart of loving kindness pours creative grace into the world to alleviate pain and mend the heart net. To the healing art of love, we dedicate ourselves.
May any merit generated by this gathering be offered to the benefit and the liberation of all beings.
Happy full moon.